Now tell me this, have you ever stepped into a gun shop and thought, man, this place is like a live-action meme factory? Because let me tell you, it's crawling with folks who could fill an entire bingo card of gun shop stereotypes. From the guy whispering about government light bulbs to the dad flexing an AR he can't zero, it is pure American entertainment. Stick around. Odds are you're going to spot yourself in here somewhere, or your crazy Uncle Randy. First up, we have the window shopper. This fella's a backbone of gun shop foot traffic. Struts in every other day, hands shoved so deep in his jeans pockets, he's basically gripping lint like a stress ball. You all right there, buddy? His eyes lock on the pistol case instantly. Pupils dilate and he leans in close enough to fog up the glass. Then he wipes it with his sleeve like he's polishing a trophy. You hear him mutter, "Dang, they still got that cig in stock," under his breath, like the gun's been sitting there waiting just for him, whispering sweet nothings through that display glass. He'll grill the clerk on every last spec, mag capacity, thread pitch on the barrel, whether the tritium sights glow bright enough to land a SpaceX rocket. Then he hits him with that classic, well, yeah, I'll think about it. I'll talk to my wife, you know. Bro, you've been thinking about it for 9 months. Meanwhile, his actual wallet is tucked away tighter than a Discord mod social life. He's probably heading home to tweet, "Saw my dream piece again today. Someday, bro. Someday." And his feed is filled with memes about boys who only window shop forever. Relatable? Painfully. Now, this is my kind of circus clown, the Tacticool Dad. You spot him the moment he shoulder rolls through the door wearing cargo shorts. He's got the Under Armour tee that sits tight enough to flex the old smoker's arms and sunglasses propped up on his ball cap like he's always seconds away from going full bro I lift selfie. He just discovered gun YouTube, probably subscribed to 5 dudes who do slow-mo mag dumps and talk about plate carriers that slap harder than your ex's lawyer. He says he's just browsing, but he ends up leaving with an AR-15 decked out so silly it's one more flashlight away from needing its own lithium mining operation. He's got the vertical grip, canted offset irons, and 1,000 lumen weapon light. The whole rig costs more than his kid's braces, and the buddy can't even spell zero. You'll catch him bragging in line, "Yeah, I got this baby for home defense. If someone comes in, they're gonna be got." Meanwhile, he'll go home and post a Facebook album caption, "She's finally home." Which ironically is how his wife feels every time he pulls in the driveway with a new brown cardboard box. Oh, sweet summer child. It's the first timer. This one's pure, unsalted content. Usually walks in wearing big eyes and a permanent "am I allowed to be here?" grin. He scans the racks like they might explode if he blinks wrong. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, probably because he stayed all night eating mom's spaghetti. Excuse me. Doom scrolling self-defense forums that are contradicting each other every other post. He'll shuffle up to the counter and nervously croak, "So, do these revolvers jam a lot? Also, do I need like a license to just look at it?" Meanwhile, the clerk is forcing a customer service smile so hard his molars are sweating. The guy's probably 3 rabbit holes deep on every gun forum and subreddit, and you just know he's half expecting an ATF drone to bust through the ceiling the second he touches a polymer frame. It's adorable and mildly concerning. First timer always nods way too hard to everything, asks if it's normal for bullets to be so shiny, and then thanks to staff like you just survived a haunted house. You almost want to give him a juice box on the way out, but hey, we all started somewhere, even if somewhere was the deep end of a panic pool. Now, this fella, oh boy, this is the know-it-all. He's a final boss of secondhand embarrassment. Wears a beard so meticulously groomed it probably has a YouTube channel paired with tactical pants that have never seen a gravel driveway. His voice? Loud enough to fill every square foot of the shop. This is the same energy as people who correct your grammar on Twitter. In fact, he lives for it. He'll stand by the case and hit you with, "Well, actually, the 40 Smith & Wesson's scientifically proven to outperform 9mm in every conceivable metric." Then the poor clerk tries to chime in with facts, only for a Captain Comment section to pivot into muzzle energy foot-pounds, jail block tests, and obscure FBI shootout data from '86, all delivered with a grin that says, "I thrive on making strangers wish they stayed home." The best part? Other customers start inching away real slow, pretending to check boxes of .22 caliber like they didn't come here to buy a tactical shotgun. Meanwhile, this guy's still talking, probably about how he hand loads everything because factory ammo's for casuals. If there ever was a walking embodiment of a 5-paragraph forum reply, it's this dude. He's the human equivalent of a Wikipedia footnote that nobody asked for. Ooh, this one's going to hurt. The Reminiscer. is a human embodiment of back in my day. He waddles up to the counter, belly first, crosses his arms real proud across that gut shelf like it's the VIP section, and then he tilts his head back and looks at the ceiling with a grin so soft it'd make a Labrador jealous. That's your cue to brace yourself, because here comes a monologue longer than the extended cut of The Hobbit. He'll start with, back in 73, I was working up a load for my 270. The next thing you know, you're getting the grains, primer, seat and depth, and moon phase that night. Also, what brand of coffee his ex-wife made before she left him with the long guy. Meanwhile, he still hasn't touched a single firearm in the shop. I mean, this man treats a gun counter like it's a confessional. Just needs someone to nod so he can keep airing out the greatest hits of his youth. His wallet? Forget it. You could dangle a buy one, get one ammo deal in front of him and he'd just smile real wistful and say, "Boy, prices these days." Then go right back to telling you how he once took a crow at 400 yards with a gun he sold to pay for braces nobody asked for. Honestly, he's sort of a living comment section, overly specific, full of stats, but oddly endearing if you just surrender and let the story wash over you. Now, the slick operator right here, he's a treat. We have the conspiracy guy. You spot him across the room by his Gadsden flag shirt. Probably got so many holes and faded spots, it's become an abstract statement piece. He slides up to you all shifty-eyed and leans in close enough you can smell yesterday's onion rings. And he goes, "Hey, they got cameras inside the light bulbs, right?" You're standing there nodding like, "Heck yeah, buddy." Try not to laugh, because he's dead serious. He starts whispering about the ATF pinging his phone whenever he says 9mm too loud, and says that's why he uses code words on his texts, like party favors instead of ammo. Like, bro, your cousin Cletus has been live streaming his new shotgun on Facebook for 2 weeks. I promise, if Big Brother wanted you, he'd already be on your porch. The best part is he always pays cash. Tries to slip the clerk a wink that says, "I'm off the grid." Meanwhile, his phone? It's dinging with DoorDash notifications for curly fries. This guy's basically a living telegram thread, pure doomsday gold. Next up, the budget guy. This poor soul walks in with the energy of someone deciding between instant noodles or paying rent. He immediately beelines for the cheapest hunk of metal in the case, usually a high point, and he stares at it with puppy dog desperation. Then comes $1 million question. Y'all do layaway on these? The clerk tries not to smirk. "Sir, it's $179. Budget guy squints, scratches the back of his neck, and looks over at his girlfriend who's texting him about their next vape run, then mutters, "Dang, how much for just like 5 bullets? You almost want to buy it for him out of pity. Something tells me he'd still need to finance a cleaning kit, and you know what he does? He ends up leaving with a single box of ammo, probably going to take it home, open it on his kitchen table, and arrange the rounds in neat little rows for a pick with a caption, "Grind set." Bless his broke little heart. Now, this right here is influencer heaven. In they stroll. He's got that tactical swagger, reciting muzzle velocities out loud like he's prepping for a pop quiz, and they're eyeballing the pink and purple options like she's shopping at Sephora. The guy's spouting nonsense about twist rates and buffer weights, half of which he clearly cribbed off a YouTuber who learned it from another YouTuber who learned it from another YouTuber. Meanwhile, she picks up a glittery Glock and squeals, "Babe, does it match my nails?" That's it. Decision made. Dude looks like he's about to tear up from pride. 15 minutes later, they are checking out with matching holsters, probably planning a couple's TikTok caption, "Pew Pew Partners for Life." You'll see them later, post with kissy faces and triggers suspiciously inside the guards. Cue every comment section meltdown. Honestly, though, they're having the time of their lives, spending dumb money and being cringe in love, and if that ain't America, I don't know what is. Every shop's got one. This guy stands behind the counter with a deadpan face of someone who's been asked, "So is 45 more powerful than 9mm? For the 900th time this week, that is." His name tag probably says Brian, but his eyes say, "I'd rather pass a kidney stone than answer another question." You walk up all chipper, "Hey man, could I take a look at that cig?" He exhales, reaches for it like he's pulling a dead possum out of a trap, and flops it on the counter and goes, "Yeah." That's it. No upsell, no stats, no small talk, just pure retail nihilism. You try to lighten the mood. I guess this costs more than my truck." He stares you down like you just insulted his dog and gives you a half-hearted shrug and then wanders off to alphabetize Ear Pro for the 3rd time. But you know what? Deep down, you kind of respect it. This man has survived thousands of boomer rants, first-time looky-loos, and conspiracy rants about ammo tax. He's a weathered veteran of the gun counter. So, Give old Brian a break. Tip your hat, buy your ammo, and let him go back to daydreaming about literally being anywhere else. Alright, first we got the deal maker. This fella's got the bargain hunter gene dialed up so high it's probably mutated by now. He swaggers up to the counter like he's on a Shark Tank episode, starts off all sweet with, "Hey man, I saw that same shotgun at Walmart last week for $50 less." Then he leans back, arms folded, stomach out, waiting for the clerk to collapse under the sheer brilliance of his negotiation. And the employee just nods real slow, eyes half-lidded from hearing this exact same script twice before lunch. He grabs a sticky note, scribbles Walmart Sporting Goods Department on it, and slides it across the counter so smooth you'd think he practiced it in the mirror. Deal maker's jaw does that open, close, open thing, and then he storms out muttering, "I'll just take my business elsewhere." Fast forward 2 days, and look who comes strolling back in. The same guy looking sheepish because, big surprise, Walmart had 4 fishing poles, 2 BB guns, and a cashier who thought 12 gauge meant the thickness of the wire. Meanwhile, the gun shop staff's all smug behind the register trying not to laugh. Truth is, this poor goof's been coupon hunting so hard he forgot local shops keep the light on, not by slashing prices to the bone. But sure, keep going off, King. Tell us more about how your cousin could have got that for half on gun. Oh boy, this one's my personal envy nightmare. The rich guy. He rolls in smelling like fancy soap, shoes clean enough to eat off of, probably still got a bit of avocado toast on his cuff from brunch. Doesn't matter what's behind the counter, doesn't matter what brand, what caliber, what optic, he strolls up, flashes that 1,000-watt grin and goes, "So what would you personally recommend?" That's it. That's a green light. The employee could say, "Well, we've got this custom 1911 inlaid with mammoth tusk, hand-tuned by wizards in the Alps." And the rich guy's already nodding. Yeah, I'll take it. Maybe 2. I really think I should have a backup." He'll talk about cases, and he'll ask if they've got matching safes. He'll joke about putting it on the yacht, which, real talk, he probably will. Then that shiny card hits the counter, and the staff suddenly looks happier than a dog seeing steak scraps. And you know what we're doing? The rest of us are standing behind him with sweaty palms trying to figure out if he can justify that $14 box of hollow points without eating instant ramen for a week. You just watch him with his mix of disgust and awe, because deep down you'd absolutely pull the same stunt if your bank app didn't make you sweat every time it refreshed. Now brace your cringe muscle, because it's about to get sore. This yahoo thinks the gun shop is Tinder with extra lead. Shows up spritzed in dollar store cologne so thick it could stop a 9mm. His hair's gelled up tighter than his future prospects, and he's got the walk. Shoulders back, chest out, wearing some graphic tee with bald eagles or skulls to prove how he is. He'll spot any woman in the store, heck, even a mom buying ear pro for her kid. Slide over all casual. "So, you ever tried a 50 cal? I could take you sometime, show you how to handle the recoil." Buddy, she came in here for pepper spray, not how to date a grown man who still calls his lifted truck the Beast. And honestly, hopefully she uses that pepper spray. Anyways, worse yet, he'll hit on the cashiers, who are trapped there like it's a hostage negotiation. Drop some lines like, "Hey, you know, you're real good at selling guns, but you'd be even better at shooting with me at the quarry." Meanwhile, she's singing about how her student loans are more attractive than this conversation. He'll usually buy a single box of ammo, wink at the cashier, and swagger out thinking he just laid down the hottest pickup attempt since the invention of range trips. Undefeated Riz. Bro's probably on Snap sending shirtless mirror pics with captions like, "Just me and my Glock, how about you?" There you have it, partner. Proof your local gun shop's the best unscripted comedy out there. If this gave you a laugh, hit that like button harder than rich guy's cred limit. Drop your favorite stereotype in the comments and subscribe so we can keep roasting these characters together. We'll catch you next time. Stay sharp and please, for everyone's sake, leave the dollar store cologne at home.